The 15th of October, Rabbi Furst, Mishna Berura.
Thank you. This is Rabbi Mishna. First year she was coming out. She is mentioned. We're learning just finishing up a few loose ends on Sukkah. What to do with the Sukkah after the Sukkot is over. Esra, what to do with it after the Sukkot is over. And let's see. Sit down and direct your attention here.
I actually have a question.
Okay, very good. Sure.
So, because of the construction that's going on in my building, they have blocked off the area where I used to put my sukkah in my backyard.
Right.
So I had to build it outside of my property. There's actually a wall around my property, and my property borders on a park. It's a very large park, and the area where my wall is it's not really part of the park. It's undeveloped part of the park. There's a lot of garbage there, and things are overgrown. It's not maintained really by the city, so it's kind of a no man's land. So I built my sukkah over there, right outside the wall, within a couple of feet of the wall. And because it's all dirt and it's all uneven, it's like kind of on a hilltop. I had to have a floor built. So it's not really the kind of a sukkah that you can put up and take down. In order to take it down, I'd have to really do a lot of work, unscrewing screws and things like that, and then I'd have nowhere to put it because of the construction. So I'm going to leave it up, and I'm going to buy a tarp to cover it so that it won't get ruined in the rain. And my question is about the skach. Can I leave the skach on top of it, and then next year just reuse it by lifting the skach up and putting it back down?
Right. So that's a halakha which is brought in Sukkos Sukkah. We'll take a look at it.
Great, thank you.
Okay, you sure? I mean, I'm just concerned for you. That you shouldn't get a summons in the mail and maybe some kind of a fine. I mean, you think it's okay to leave it there? I mean, you could, maybe it's worth the risk, but
yeah, well, that's an unknown. I'm assuming that I would get a warning. Well, first of all, there's no way that they can know it's mine because it's outside the wall, and the wall borders a number of properties, not just my property. And even my property, I live in a building that has 4 floors. So
right.
I think what they'd have to do is they'd have to put a notice up on the sukkah saying, this sukkah is in violation and it must be removed or something like that. And I would have a chance to react to that before they would fine me.
Okay, sounds reasonable. Yeah, sounds pretty reasonable to me. 1 second. Good morning, Mayor. Good Isrukag, Mayor. How are you?
Good morning. Good Isrukag. I'm doing well, Baruch Hashem. Morning, Lou.
Morning, Mayor. Good to see you again. How's it going?
Okay.
I believe, Lou, I'm going to maybe just let Mary your question, and then I'll direct you to where we can find the halacha that might be relevant.
So my question, Mayor, is I'm thinking of leaving my sukkah up, not taking it down, just leaving it up all year.
Okay.
And the question is, can I leave the skach on top? And then if I do that, then next year, can I just lift the schach up and put it back down and have it be kosher schach?
Oh,
So look in Chaf Reish Lamed Vav.
Chaf Resh Lamed. Chaf Resh Lamed.
Vav.
Chaf Resh Lamed. Chaf Resh Lamed. What was the last one?
Vav.
Vav. Chaf Resh Lamed. At Zion. A. No, that's too far. A. Okay, I got it. Chaf Resh Lamed Vav. Sukkah Yashana de Hayinu She'asa'a Kodem She'yikansu Shaloshim Yom She'lifnei Hachag. Okay, so a sukkah, Yashana means it's new.
That would be old. Mishna is old.
Old. A sukkah that's old, that it is sha'asa'a, that it was made kodem before she yikansu. What's yikansu?
Before it came in,
Before it came in. Shloshim Yom, 30 days, Shalifnei Hakag, before the holiday. So it was in existence more than 30 days before the holiday. Kishera, it's kosher. Vidil Bevilvad, She Yichadesh Ba Davar Ata Begufa L'Shem Hachag. Wow, how did you find this so quickly, Rabbi? You're amazing. It's exactly what I'm asking. Wow.
Baruch Hashem, just Baruch Hashem. Siyata Dishmayim.
So Bilvad, only Shi Chadesh, that it was new. Ba Devar, something in it. Ata Begufo. Now that's part of its body, part of its structure.
You have to write, yeah. As long as you Yichadesh, you renew, you do something new in the thing itself, L'Shem Hachag, for the sake of the Chag.
For the sake of the Chag. Okay, interesting. Vafilu bit tefach al tefach. Even a tefach upon a tefach. Even a small amount, like a tefach, 4 inches.
Right. That's like 4 inches by 4 inches.
Sagi im hu b'makom echad. What's sagi?
It's sufficient.
It's sufficient if it is in one place. So in other words, if I just put up a decoration.
Oh, so okay, so we're going to see in the Mishnah Berura, he's really the Mechaber is really referring to doing something with the skach. We'll see there, meaning simply, you might think, as you said, put up a decoration, maybe paint the wall or something. That's not what we're talking. We're talking about doing something new in the skach.
In the
We'll see what that means.
Okay, so 4 by 4 inches would mean, I guess, if I rolled up the skach and then unrolled the skach, then that would be more than 4 by 4 inches.
Right, that would be sufficient. Okay. I mean, I'll tell you before we go any further with the halacha, though, it's just worthwhile mentioning that if you go ahead with this and you're successful, so next year you'll have your sukkah there already. It's quite likely that the various different critters, insects, and other things will have made a very nice home for themselves in your sukkah. So you have to fumigate it, and especially the schach. They can depend. I'm not sure what kind of schach you have, but
Bamboo.
the bamboo. So sometimes they're very at home in the bamboo. It's a nice little holy, they have holes in there and they can really make themselves at home. So you'd have to really make sure that there's no infestations, especially in the skach, because what can happen is if there's infestations, they can start falling down and you could sometimes at night they could even fall into people's foods and you may not even know about it. So you have to be a little bit careful about that.
Right, right. Yeah, I figured I would probably just get some insecticide and spray, now, and then when it got to be like about a couple weeks before Sukkot next year, Mitzvah Hashem, I would spray again.
Right. Yeah, that's a wise thing to do. Yeah, spray now to keep them out. You might even want to sometime maybe in the early spring go out and spray it again.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe spray it like every 3 months or something like that.
That's right. That's right. Okay. In any event, that's just something a practical thing to bear in mind. But yeah, so we're talking about mechadish something in the skach, and as you said, probably rolling it up and unrolling it again. That might be sufficient. We'll see. We'll take a look what the Mr. Brewer has to say about it.
V'im achidush al pnei kula sagi afilu kol dehu. And if there is a chiddush, I guess something, a new thing
Yeah, like if you renew it, you do something new. You renew something with the skach along the whole length of it.
on all the whole length of it. So when the length of it is that the length and the width, or just the length? In other words, just one. There's like 4 rolls of bamboo covering the whole sukkah. So
Right.
is it just saying I have to do just roll one up, pick
Yeah.
it up, and then put it down and roll it, or would I have to do
Yeah.
all of them?
No, one would certainly be enough.
Okay, so it's sufficient, even though what's koldahu?
The slightest amount would be good enough.
The slightest amount. V'im asa'a l'shem hachag, and if you do it for the sake of the holiday, afilu mitechilas hashana, even at the beginning of the year, kisharei below chidush. It's kosher even without something new.
Right. Right. And now, if you did it, meaning if you did it specifically for the sake of Sukkot itself, then it would be even at the beginning of the year. We have to then you don't even need to do you don't even machadish something. So if you built your sukkah, apparently what it's saying here, that if a person built his sukkah strictly for the use of the mitzvah, then it could be that he doesn't have to do anything because the whole thing is for the sake of the mitzvah. But we'll see the Mishnah Berurah. We'll see the Mishnah Berurah.
Okay, Mishnah Berura. Let's see. Sukkah Yeshana, an old sukkah. Excuse me. Perush, bit haschach sheyashan aval badifanos la'es lan ba l'chulei alma. So the explanation that the schach is old, but bidifanos. I don't know what's bidifanos.
Those are the walls. The walls of you have two primary parts of the sukkah, the schach, which is the main mitzvah, because that's what makes the shade, and then you have the walls, which creates the privacy. But the walls are secondary to the schach. The schach is the primary thing. So here, our halacha is referring to that the schach is there, and it's old, and there hasn't been anything done to it for the sake of Sukkos within the 30 days of the holiday. But the walls, there's no Indian that the walls have to be renewed for the sake of Sukkot.
Oh, everybody agrees that they don't. Nothing has to be done to them.
Right. That's right.
She'asa'a kodem she'yikansu. That you did it before it came in, before the holiday came in. Okay, so I'm understanding from what we read so far that I could follow the custom that after Yom Kippur, the night of Yom Kippur, the Motzi Yom Kippur, I go out there, I roll up a roll of schach, lift it up, put it down, unroll it. That's it. I'm done.
Right. That's right.
De'ilu besoch lamed, even within 30, I guess that means 30 days, Kevan de shoalin behil chus hachag kodem lechag lamed yom. Okay, so Kevan, since de shoalin, shoalin is to ask.
Right. I mean, within those 30 days, we're shoiling. We're asking.
We're asking if the law of the holiday before the holiday by 30 days.
Right. I mean, those 30 days are now because the questions that we're dealing with are usually primarily devoted to those things which are relevant within the next 30 days, 30 days before the festival. So therefore, that's going to be something which we can say that if a person is doing something to his schach, we can say in general he was intending to do it for the sake of Sukkos.
Ah, so it has to be within 30 days?
Well, that's why before 30 days, no, but before 30 days, you can't say it's been done for the sake of the Hag. But after 30 days, within 30 days, you can say in general, we can assume that it's being done for the sake of the holiday.
Gotcha. Sitama l'shem chag naases. If it's specifically done for the sake of the holiday,
Mistam is our assumption is that it's being done for the sake of the festival.
Shloshim yom, 30 days. Lav dafka. It's not specifically 30 days. Dehu hadin afilu bitechilas hashana keshera. That that it is the law that even if it's initially afilu b'techila, initially Hashana.
No, but even if it's been done, but at the beginning of the year, it's kosher.
At the beginning of the year, which would be after Rosh Hashanah.
Probably, yeah.
Dafilu im asa'a shelo l'shem chag, that even if it's done not for the sake of the holiday, rak l'shem tzel, only for the sake of shade, ba'alma, gam kain kashera. Nevertheless, it is kosher. So you fixed it up just so that you could have a nice place to sit in the shade,
Right.
not having anything to do with sukkahs. It's still okay. Ukadi le'el b'siman tet resh lamed hey. What's kadiel?
As we said above,
As said above, in that simon.
right.
Bilvad sheyichadesh kule, or only if it's new, if something new is done. Hayinu lechatchila ule mitzvah ba'alma. That it is appropriately for the mitzvah of Sukkos.
Yeah, right. I mean, he says you have to mechadish something. That's lichatchila, you should do it, and it's the mitzvah amitz. It's in general for the mitzvah, which is different than saying that you have to do it. It's meaning it's an obligation. If you don't, it can ruin the mitzvah. Here, Mr. Brewer is positing here that it's even if you don't do it, it's still okay. It'll be b'di'eved, but lichatchila, you should do something to mechadish.
Right. Kedei shalo yavo'u lehatir afilu asa'a mitechila l'shem dira.
Dear.
So, in order that it should not come lahatir to is that like header to be permissible?
Yes, to permit, right? To permit, correct.
To permit even the making of mitechila l'shem dira, even the making of it intentionally for the sake of making a dwelling place.
Right. I mean that's what it's coming. That's what you're coming to try and disprove. And you're doing something new now to it to make it known that when you originally built it a long time before Sukkos, you were building it for the sake of the festival, and not that you were doing it simply for a place of dwelling.
The az pasul did mide oraisa, and that would be invalid from the Torah. Ucha dileel as we said above, b'simin tafresh lamed hey. V'chol shekain, and more so, the Sukkos. I don't know this abbreviation. Gimel Nun Bet Chaf.
that,
and Vav Resh Kaf Vet Shin.
no, those are different types of sukkahs. That's the ganvach, the rak shach. That's what's discussed there in Simon Tuf Resh Lamed Hey. Just one page back. If you want, you can flip your pages back. One page back. Tuf Resh Lamed Hey. That's you'll see there. That
So even more so for those kinds of sukkahs.
right. Those are look those are sukkahs that are made not for the sake of for the mitzvah of sukkah.
Oh. Ha'amurim b'siman, and also what is said in this other simon.
Right.
Bevadai mitzvah lechadesh ba davar v'shem hachag. And certainly it's a mitzvah to renew something for the sake of the holiday.
Very good.
Ata begufa. You have to be done to the structure. Rotzeh lomar. That is to say, yichadesh kodem yom tov beguf hasukas haschach. That is to say, you renew something before Yom Tov in the structure of the schach. Excuse me. Dahayinu sheyaniach ba sukas schach me'at ke tefach al tefach maruva uchadil kame, that it is shianiach, that it rests in it.
What place here? It means like your place.
It's the place in it, in the schach, a little bit, a tefach by a tefach, or more, as we said above.
Right, meaning what you should do is you should place upon the sukkah skach a tefach by a tefach.
So if I just like got another piece of bamboo, another small bamboo mat, and just threw it up there, then that would be enough.
Yeah, but as you said, rolling it and unrolling it again would probably be good enough also. If you roll it, you could roll it, pick it up a bit, and then put it back down and unroll it. I think that should be sufficient.
Yeah, that's probably a better way to do it, and less expensive. V'im hachidush al pi kula kule. And if there is a new thing,
if that new thing you're going to do, it's not going to be a square area of a tefach al tefach, but let's say you're just going to put one 10-foot bamboo pole down, right? So it's
right?
not tefach al tefach. It's not a square area. It's a long cylinder. So that's also good. That's also good.
That's also good. Rotzelomar, that is to say, sheholech al pi kol orech hasuka o al pi kol rachbo. That is to say that it goes by the whole length or the whole width.
Right.
Sagi afilu ein be'arkan o birachban ella mashehu. It's sufficient even if it's not ba'arkan o birachban ella mashehu, even if it's not the full length or the full width of the thing.
Right. Doesn't have to be the whole, right? Doesn't have to be the whole length.
Afilu mitechila hashana kule, even from the beginning of the year. V'sukkah ha omeris mishana.
That's hometis. Hometis. Sukkah it's left standing from year to year.
Oh, that's our case.
That's right. That's your case.
Af de mitechila asa'a l'shem hachag, even if it initially was made for the sake of the holiday, kevan she'avar hachag, even if it's after the holiday, hare batla ha'asiyah. We see that it's nullified. What is ha'asiyah?
It's making, it's construction.
Its construction is nullified. Ukamo shekasav ha-magen Avraham b'siman taf reish lamed chet sif kaf tet nun bet. So it nullifies the making, as we see that is written by the Magen Avraham. V'af al gav dich sharei hi sheharei naasa mitechila l'shem tzel. That even though that it's kosher, that we see that it was made for the shade that it produces.
Right.
I'm not following the logic here. It's invalid. It's nullified because it was made for shade.
Well, yeah, again, you have a sukkah which is going to be standing from year to year. And even though at the beginning was made for the sake of the Chag, the sukkah, since the over Chag, since the festival had passed and it was used for the festival one time, that makes it the original construction that was made for the Chag nullified. And it's like it is written in the Magen Avraham in the Taf Reish Lamed Tes. What does it mean? Avagav tikesherahi, even though it's kosher, shari naseh v'tkila shem tzel, since it was made originally for the sake of tzel, meaning that's the shade for the sake of this mitzvah. Shasu asul l'shem chag nit batla. Originally what you did, that you made it for the sake of the chag, is now batal, and you have to mekadesh something. They're not really telling us why. Why they're saying it is batal, but not saying why, since the chag passed over on it, it passed through the chag. Why is that batal the original Messiah? They're saying that's the reason, but they're not explaining why.
Right. Now, when it says the shame tzel, you translated that as for the sake of Sukkos?
Yeah, that's right. So sale for the same for the sake of, right, for the
Because the halacha says you have to have more shade than non-shade.
that's correct.
Okay, interesting. So because you made it for the sake of that shade, it becomes mundane. After Sukkos is over, it becomes mundane.
Correct.
Okay, let's see. Mishna Berura bet. Did I go back to bet?
Okay, yeah, very good.
Yotzer Kali Cheres Sheyesh Lo Bet Sukkos Zo Lifanim Mizo V'oseh Kederosav Bapnimis Umoch Ram Bachitzona. Okay, so let's see. Yotzer Kli. It's used as a Kli.
Right. The
Kli Cherish. That's a kind of a Kli, right?
Yosef Harris, right? I mean, it's right. He's a potter. He's a potter.
If it's made by a potter.
Well, no, we're going to see the Mechaber is going to discuss the case that the potters usually had two in their stores. They had two areas: one where they would work, which would be inside, and one on the outside where they would let all the pots that they made dry, and that's where they would market them.
Oh, so in this case, the word Sukkos means an area.
Yeah, sukkahs literally means like state sukkahs. They had like two thatched dwelling places.
Okay, so you have a potter, and he has two areas before him. One is made for the pottery.
Right.
Bapanimis, the inner
Right,
potter.
the inner sukkah is where he would make the actual pots.
Umuchras, and the outer one, the chitzona. What's chitzona?
That's the external one.
Okay, and what's muchras?
That's where that's where he would be marketing. He would make them on the inside and market them on the outside.
Okay, so he's got two sukkahs associated with his business. One is inside his shop and one is outside his shop. The one inside the shop is where he makes the stuff, and the one outside the shop is where he markets it.
Right.
So the one outside is kind of like a booth in a marketplace.
Right.
Hapenimis eno yotze ba yedei sukkah. The inner one is not a valid sukkah.
Good.
Kevan shehi diraso kol hashana, because it's a place where he is living all the year. Eno nicker, it's not obvious. Shedar ba l'shem mitzvah. What is shedar?
Then he's dwelling there.
Oh, like dira.
Right.
It's not obvious that he's dwelling in it for the sake of the mitzvah. Shahachitzona yotze ba. What's chitzona?
The outer one.
The outer one. He does fulfill with it.
Right.
Sharei Eno Dar Ba Kol Hashanah, that he doesn't dwell in there all year.
Right.
Okay, so back to the Mishnah Berura for bet. Eno Nicker, it's not obvious. Ve'im Magbia Es Haskach V'ho Zer Uma Nicho L'Shem Sukkah. If Magbia is he places,
Well, if he'll lift up,
if he'll lift up the schach, the choser, and put it back down, and it rests and rest it for the sake of being a sukkah. That's what we were talking about me doing. Kishera, that it's kosher. Shaharei afilu tik ras habayis mit kasher l'sichuch al yedei maaseh zu. Even shatik ras is what, to fix it. I'm sorry, tik ras. It's like a tikkun.
no, tikra is the roof, is the ceiling, the roof.
Tikra.
Roof. If the roof, even the roof of the house is kosher. What is kuch?
Is kosher skach.
Ska. Because through the act of making it.
Right.
Kamo she nis ba'er b'simen tafresh lamed aleph, as it is stated in that siman. V'hu hadin b'sukkah she'asa'a l'shem hachag v'achar kach haya dar ba kol hashana. And it is the law with a sukkah that was made for the sake of the holiday, and afterwards he dwelled in it all of the year. So we're saying if that's the case where even the roof of the house is kosher because it was made for that purpose.
I mean, if you do this thing, if you mecharish it, you picked it up and put it down l'shem skag, then you can even make the roof of the house into skag.
And you can do that because it's the law that if it was made for the holiday and afterwards it was used as a dwelling place, it's still good.
Right.
Kishiyagia chag hasukos tzarich lehagbia haskach v'lachazor ulehagicha l'shem sukkah mitam zeh. he made it for the sake of the holiday, and afterwards he lived in it for the whole year. Kishiyagia, that he touched it.
No, when he reaches.
When he reaches the holiday of Sukkos, he needs the hagbia. He needs to lift it up.
Right. That's right.
Lift up. He needs to lift up the schach, v'lachazor, and to put it down, ulaha nicha, and to let it rest, for the sake of the sukkah. This is the reason. I'm sorry, for this reason. Velo sagi de gilui hagag levad, and it's not sufficient that he sees the roof alone.
Right. It's not enough. It's not enough just to open up the roof alone. I mean, he has to actually lift it up and put it down again. He has to actually do something physically to the roof. It's not simply opening up the roof.
Shedar ba l'shem mitzvah v'hidur v'chidush ba'alma, that he dwelled in it for the sake of the mitzvah, and it's new. It's new. What is chidush ba'alma?
That is simply doing something new to it.
Lo mehagei.
Mahane, it doesn't help. It's not sufficient. Simply doing something new is not sufficient.
It's not sufficient, bezeh, in this, kamo lema'ala, as we said above, kevan shehaya dira so mamash, even that if it is actually a dwelling place, sham kol hashana, all the year, she'achal v'shasa v'yashen sham, that he's able to sleep in it. Sha'achal is to be able.
No, so he's eating there. He's eating there.
To eat in it. He's able to eat and sleep in it?
Well, that's because he's doing that all year round. Since he's eating, and sleeping there the whole year round, it's not simply enough to take off the roof and reveal the skach. He must do something to the skach itself to show that he's doing this skach for the sake of the mitzvah of Sukkos.
Ah, okay. So this is not our case. This is a case where he was actually living in the sukkah during the year.
Right.
Eating and drinking and sleeping in it.
Correct. Okay, very good. Good. We'll finish this up tomorrow.
Oh boy! Wow, time flies.
Yeah, very good. Thank you for the reading. Thank you for the reading, Lou.
Thank you, Meir.
Yes, very good.
Have a good afternoon, Mitzvah Shem. Don't forget, have a little something extra to eat and drink today. It was Shem Isru Chag. Mitzvah Shem over the mitzvah to enjoy the Chag with something extra special to eat or drink, Mitzvah Shem.
So what's the schedule for the rest of this week? Are we going to stay on the Friday schedule, or are we going to go back to the normal schedule?
Yeah, I think let's stay. It's a little busy still. Let's stay for 9:30 schedule for this week. Another 2 days. Yeah.
Okay, and then on Sunday the 19th we'll go back to normal.
Yeah, but the thing, let me say now, Sunday, I'm preoccupied on Sunday. I won't be able to give a shir on Sunday. Most likely, I would hope to be able to give a share on Monday too. I'll discuss more about it tomorrow or Friday, but by Sunday, if you, maybe I'll try and arrange, send something for you to be able to learn together on Sunday. Just because I'm most likely not going to be able to give a share on Sunday.
Okay.
So, okay, Mitzvah Shem. We'll talk about it more tomorrow, Mitzvah Shem.
Okay, great. Thank you, Rabbi.
Okay, very good. Have a wonderful afternoon. Shalom. Bye.
Okay.
You too now, Rabbi.
Mayor, if you're interested, Rabbi Levitt is going to come on now.
Oh, right now or 11?
Not right now. Yeah, at 10:45 theoretically, but usually he's a little late.
Okay, very good. I hope to be there.
All right. See you.
Okay, bye now.